And we're live. Hopefully for just a quickie. I want to get in and out of the stream and enjoy my day, but I'm trying to be very consistent with the upload. Yeah, so I'm waiting for you guys to come in because when I watch other people's streams, it's like you're just kind of waiting. When is my crew coming? When are they coming? And there we go. So we got one person, three, and we got 10. So Helena is number one. Okay, guys, I thought I'd talk about my very unfavorite subject, which is fat loss and fat gain, but I think people need to understand what's going on in keto. What's up, everyone? Nice to see you guys. All right, everybody coming on into the chat. So here we go. Don't forget to like up the stream. We got 38 people. We got 5 likes. So don't forget to like up the stream, guys, because it's going to bring more viewers to the live stream actually while it's going live. So I think I'm going to go right on into the subject because the sun's going down. I cannot stand to do night streams because I got to turn all this fake light on. What's up, everyone? Again, you guys, we've got 40 people in the house. Don't forget to like up the stream. To like up the stream, you got to click on the X in the right corner and collapse the window. You'll see the like button and then reopen the window to like up the chat. So I want to try to keep these likes up high and drink some water because I never drink enough while doing these live streams. And there's just nothing better than H2O. I should write like, what do you drink on keto? But I think I've already done that live stream title, so whatever. We got 22 likes, 47 people in the house. Let's keep the likes going, guys. So we can get a good conversation. What's up, Briseis? What's up? You're giving really good advice on the course page. So Briseis is on my keto course page. I run a keto. People are like, you should do a keto course. I'm like, I do. I do a Facebook keto course page that you sign up through my website. But I'm actually going to put together a legit course for people now that I'm almost done with my book. Yes, I'm writing a book. And I'm done with a lot of things that were like taking up probably 6 months of 2018. Yes, honey. I am ready for 2019. A lot of great things are going to happen. As you guys know, I was able to get on the Dr. Oz show. They asked me to be on. So I realize now maybe it's time to get out of my rebellious ways and do more shows in conventional wisdom to teach people how to do this right. So let's talk about fat loss and fat gain on keto, because a lot of people have it wrong. So why do people not understand this dietary measure at this juncture? I don't understand. I've gone strong since Sunday. I want to refeed so bad. Don't. How can I fight these urges? So Robert, hold that. Ask me that question. I'm going to talk about, maybe I'll incorporate the answer to that question as I'm talking about fat loss and fat gain. So to understand why some people gain weight on keto, yes, that's right. You gain weight on keto. Why are people not making these videos? Oh, I'm sorry. People are making that I gave up on keto video. And I'm like, oh, shut up. You're giving me a headache. Well, not really. I mean, their points are valid, but they don't know what they're talking about. So I'm here to clear up the madness. Now I'm going to talk about things I've spoken about before, which is insulin, estrogen, your endocrine system, and that's really, it's your hormones that really are going to be indicative of if you're going to gain weight on keto or if you're going to drop gain fat on keto or if you're going to drop fat. What's up, everyone? So don't forget to like up the stream. I'm trying to drink water because I'm always dehydrated in my chats. So, hi Donna. So nice to see you, another person from my course page in the live stream on YouTube. Now, also my Instagram, which is Stephanie Ketogenic. I'm always doing health information on my stories. I need to do more posts on my page, but the stories is where it's at. So Stephanie Ketogenic. Now, let's go into keto, because a lot of people think that just because they drop their carbs, they're going an intermittent fast, which I'm going to do more videos on that. You guys think that you're burning fat. Like my friend's cousin's sister's daughter, boyfriend, did keto and he lost like 30 pounds in like 27 days. And I'm like, okay, he's not in ketosis. Nope. And he actually lost a lot of water. Yep. And what you guys don't understand is this whole potassium and sodium balance, which is very important to understand. That you guys, when you don't have enough potassium in your diet, your body tries to hold on to sodium, and what happens? You retain water. So some people are gaining water weight, some people are dropping a lot of water via the kidneys, and they don't really understand the weight loss on the scale. What part of it is muscle, amino acids, fat, or water, or your electrolytes? So get this very well. You cannot use urine strips to see if you're adapted. Okay? Toss your urine strips. I don't care what anyone says. These are ketones leaving the body. Okay, guys? These are ketones leaving the body. We don't want to measure our ketones leaving the body. We want to measure our ketones in our in our blood, very much so potentially going into the cell to be used. So, let's get more heavily into this. So that's more realistic. That was it. Miss Freshy 3 says, I've lost 30 pounds in 4 months. Okay, that's more realistic. Obviously, it's a woman, and only doing it. The Stephanie was so that's more realistic. This whole I lost 30 pounds in a month is a lot of water and muscle, because muscle's very heavy. A lot of people think that I weigh a lot less at 5'3" than I actually do. They think that I'm around 100. When people are like, okay, how much do you weigh, Steph? And I'm like, guess. They're like, 113, 112? And I'm like, no. As you guys see, I'm not a big person. And I'm like, no. Keep guessing. They always guess wrong. And I'm like, I'm always above 120 pounds. So I was getting a little bit low around 122. Now I'm up to 124, but I'm between 124 pounds and 126 at 5'3". But I've got low body fat. So that weight is my muscle. That's what that weight is. And that's what people don't understand, that when you're losing a lot of weight rapidly on a ketogenic diet, you're not adapted, you're just losing muscle. And it's so heavy, you're like, oh, I lost this much weight. And I'm like, that's what you don't want to do. You want to be very, very careful with this concept of losing weight on a scale. Been on keto 9 months, was testing with Keto Mojo, but ran out of the test strips. I had some urine strips on hand and tried testing. Color doesn't change. It says, it's saying I'm not in ketosis at all. So here we go with Julie. Julie's just a really great example of why you shouldn't use urine strips to see if you're in ketosis, because this is a great example, you guys. She's been doing this for, would you say 4 months? 9 months, my bad. She's been doing this for 9 months. Now, I beg to say that there are no ketones, so maybe, Julie, you're actually adapted, because you could have clear on your urine strip, not blood where you prick your finger. You could have clear on a urine strip and not be adapted, or you could be clear on a urine strip and be adapted. Because when you don't have it turn purple, you're not hemorrhaging ketones into the toilet. You're actually using them and you're adapted. But if you're also not adapted, you won't register in ketones in the urine. You're not making them, so you're not even making them to lose them. And this stuff bugs me, that still in 2018, almost 2019, people are still trying to use urine strips to see if they're adapted. Like, you guys are going to laugh about it. Like, this is ridiculous. So I like to use urine strips down the line when people have perfect glucometer numbers, which are 69 to 80 milligrams per deciliter, or a 3.9, or beg to say more of a 4.0 to a 4.4 millimolar for the rest of the world, especially Europe. And with millimolars, with ketones, it's a 1.8 to a 3.0. And if you're in those glucose and ketone ranges and you feel like crap and you're tired and you're exhausted, but your numbers look like you're ketotic, let's go test those urine strips to see if you're hemorrhaging ketones. You're showing them in the blood and then they end up in the urine. That's the only time I like to use a urine strip, because some people can produce ketones, they're not using them, so they end up in the urine, And it could be because of an allergy or some type of inflammation you didn't think of. We got 86 people in the house and only 39 likes. And you guys know I'm not talking all that other crap that you see in all these other videos. Not all of it's crap, my bad. But a lot of it is. People don't ever get to the point of like weight loss, blood sugar. This is a great conversation we're having about, I've been, one woman said that she lost, was it 30 pounds in 4 months? I think that, I can't remember. Something about that. This person's been doing keto for 9 months and showed clear in the urine strip. And these are the kind of conversations I really love on these live streams that I can't get if I just do a pre-made video and then upload it. We're not going to get this dialogue for you guys to see. Plus, I really like the audience sharing their stories so it doesn't just seem like I'm cuckoo. Now, fat loss, fat gain. The reason why people gain weight on keto, I can't believe people call it keto, like a kettlebell. No. Regular testing with keto, I've already read that. Okay. Urine strips show wasted ketones. Yes. That's right. And that's what people don't understand. In 2018 turning 2019 really behooves me. But with that said, okay, number one, you go into this diet having insulin resistance or even diabetic, type 2 diabetes. So you go into it, your blood sugar's high. Let's say if you're insulin resistant, you don't even know it. Blood sugar runs high, blood sugar's here, insulin's here, you're gonna store fat. Okay? Now, when you have high blood sugar, that's anything over 100 or anything over a 5.6, I believe, on the millimolars, because people are like sending me messages, Stephanie, don't forget the rest of the world, not just the States, in milligrams per deciliter. With that said, when your blood sugar's running high, that means your insulin's running high, and insulin will take your amino acids and store it so you can grow muscle. But in this case, when your blood sugar's that high, your insulin's going to be really, really high. And then that's going to just make your storage machine. And when your blood sugar's that high and you're not even eating any carbs, your body is fracked up, people. And you want to lose weight? Nope, not going to happen. Nope. And this is the reason why on hundreds and thousands of videos I've made at this juncture, you have to regulate your lifestyle, because keto is not a diet thing. So when I go onto these shows and I really want them to start talking about the lifestyle, the day that happens, they better call me, not other people. I'm telling you right now, okay? Because you guys are losing your hair. Men are having their testosterone plummet on keto. Women's progesterone is plummeting on this ketogenic protocol because they're doing it wrong. Now, when you gain weight, if your blood sugar is high, your insulin is going to be high. You're going to store everything in the bloodstream. Why is your blood sugar high if you haven't eaten any starchy carbohydrates? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I'm obsessed with your videos, and I'm also grateful because you have set me on the right path. Awesome, Anna. Yes. So my mod is not here, darn it, so I've got to do my own moderation here. All right. Boom. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. I just deleted him. So normally I have Deborah here, but she's probably busy with her life. I don't tell her, hey, my moderator, I don't tell her, hey, I'm going live now, so go live with me. She just gets the notification. So you guys don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can actually bell, so you guys can see when I'm actually going live. All right, so hi, can't watch the whole thing, but I'm giving a like so others can see it. I was so excited to watch the Dr. Oz show, but was so disappointed that they didn't let you talk much. And it's like, I'm the fittest natty person on that stage, like bar none. Like I'm going off on a tangent. Yes, it's a little, but I'm still grateful to be on it. I knew before going on it that I would have like a sliver of a being able to use a mouthpiece, but you guys, I'm a rebel, and people are like this about rebels in the very beginning. But as you can see on that TV, on that Dr. Oz show, I was very professional. I wasn't like, well, let me tell you something right now, okay, people, I'm just gonna tell you right now. I didn't do any of that, okay? Let's see here. Looking for Dr. Oz show, but I'll find it somewhere. There is a link that I will try to put in the show notes. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll put the Dr. Oz link for you guys to watch the show. So those who haven't seen it and want to catch me on the show, y'all know I slayed that outfit. Like I had the Wonder Woman banglets all the way up the arm and like one shoulder, and it was wrapped around the neck and all that. I was like, at least if I'm going to talk this long, I'm going to slay the outfit. Okay, guys. Whoop whoop. Okay, so it's insulin. Now here's the problem. Your insulin's high. What's making your insulin high? What's making your blood glucose high? Doing keto, I thought it was supposed to drop. Everyone's like, oh my God, I'm going to intermittent fast. My insulin's going to drop and I'm regulate my insulin and then I'm not going to be diabetic anymore. No, there's a thing called a physiological insulin resistance rebound. And that means that your blood sugars always used to be also always used to running high. So when you try to drop it by dropping out carbs or fasting, some people rebound. So they just go into the body machine and make more sugar with anything that's an amino acid, skin, collagen, bone marrow. It'll just take from anywhere to raise back up that blood sugar, but it's not enough sugar to store back your glycogen storages. So people who are not adapting doing keto, because your body makes sugar through like being lit. Lit. There's no off button on you humans sometimes. It's like, you're getting up early, you're doing fasted cardio, you're going to your job, you're picking up your kids, you have 2 jobs, you're going to school, you come home and you got to work some more from your computer, or you're going to work out at night, or you can't sleep and you're watching TV. All you people that I just described, you don't adapt very well. Also, third shift night workers have a difficulty adapting. And people who train too hard. All you people have a hard time adapting. So these people who I know aren't doing all the necessary lifestyle measures around keto, they're like, oh my God, I'm so adapted. I have amazing energy. And I'm like, I lost so much weight. I'm like, did you actually lose weight? Or did you lose a lot of your electrolytes and amino acids? So the other thing that makes people gain weight on keto, beyond like the water fluctuation, right? Remember potassium, sodium. So if your potassium is low, yes, my mod's in the house. Yes, Deborah, I already had to block one troll, but it was only one. So nice to see Deborah here, my moderator. So you guys, the reason why you can see like, oh, I gained 3 pounds, oh, I lost 4 pounds. This is probably your potassium and sodium imbalance. So you have to factor in all these things when doing keto. Now, other problems are that people don't have, their macros are incorrect. So there's the lifestyle, right? I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm doing all these things wrong. And then people have their macros incorrect. So there's no such thing as keto pre-workout products. So, you've just been lied to. There's no keto products that will get you in ketosis. None. No beta hydroxybutyrate salts, no esters, which is the same, no products, no MCT oil mixed with nothing, no bulletproof coffee. No, it's just hard work, people. Okay? Hard work. A lot of you guys try to cheat yourself into having the aesthetics. Okay, you guys know I'm 51. This is a 51-year-old woman doing keto for almost 11 years now. And I've only stayed at 20 net carbs the entire time. That means no sugar, no sweet potatoes, no yellow squash, no red peppers, nothing, no caramelized onions, nada. Inga-ting. Egg yolk. Oh, I didn't see you, Briseis. Was that you, Briseis, that I just flat out? Yes, you can do an egg yolk as a pre-workout, but no caffeinated. So, coffee can actually make you rebound and make you gain weight because your blood sugar becomes unstable. And when your blood sugar becomes unstable, your body likes to go into the old adrenals and start pumping out cortisol, which does what? It breaks down amino acids, raises your blood sugar, blocks your keto adaptation. Now you're gaining weight. So your macros, when you guys are so afraid to eat fat, I don't know how, you guys know I do consultations. No matter how many consultations I do, people are like, but if I eat, I'm like, your fats are too low. Like this woman the other day, she had like a tablespoon of fat in her breakfast. I was like, you're not serious, right? She's like, but if I eat more fat, I'm just so worried about getting fat. Promise me I won't get more fat. I said, I'm not promising you nothing. This isn't like Starbucks coffee, or you don't like the coffee, get another one. No, it's up to you. to make sure, Deborah says to like up the stream, don't forget to collapse the chat window, and then hit the likes, thumbs up. So let's get the likes up because we got 100 people in here and only like 50 likes. So what you guys do is, you're so afraid to keep your fats too low, under 200, using like coconut oil, MCT oil, which I've decided not to use. So I've got to go and switch things up. I'm going to put out a lot more information because I just keep coaching people who are using MCT oil and coconut oil mainly as their fats, and their ketones are garbage. So once we get them on the animal fat, it is, you guys watch how quickly your ketones will pop up on animal fats. Fantastic to watch it literally happen. So with that said, if you're eating too much protein, your body's like, I can't make ketones off of this protein. And if you eat it fast, it'll spike your blood sugar. And if you eat too much, it spikes your blood sugar. And then your brain's like, well, hello, carbs are back, glucose is back. So your brain is still looking for that glycogen storage. And when you do keto, you deplete it because you're not eating enough carbohydrate to restore glycogen. So the brain's like, I'm not using ketones. I don't know how to do it. There's not enough fat here to do the conversion via the liver. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down amino acids, and I'm going to raise your blood glucose, right? Then you've got this blood glucose of 90 milligrams per deciliter. Okay, you're at 5.5 millimolars. And then you don't have the energy that you're looking for. I'm like, well, you guys aren't adapted. You have to up that fat. If you don't have enough viable ketones, you're going to feel wired and tired because that's all adrenals with your blood sugar over, let's say, 85. Like 83 is like, 84 is like, 83 is like, okay, 82 is like, all right, that's like decent, you're getting there. So people start gaining weight because now they're eating all this fat, right? Well, moderate fat. They think that a lot of fat's 100 or 130 grams of fat a day. They're eating 130 grams of fat, but their blood sugar's in the 90s, and their hormones, the progesterone just goes boop, and estrogen goes, well, hello, let's make you fat. So that's another thing that makes people fat is estrogen, because you're storing triglycerides within the fat cell, and then what happens? Your cells become endocrine machines and start making estrogen, which allows more fat production. And it's just a loop of getting fatter and fatter and flabbier and flabbier. So on the scale, like there's so many people, they're like, oh, I weigh this much, and I'm this height. And I'm like, what's your body fat? And they're like, I don't know. And I go, lift your shirt, let's see. And they lift their shirt and there's just bloom, bloom, bloom. Superhydra estrogen dominance zone. And I'm like, you're not heavy on a scale, but your body fat's in the 30s. So this is the example of your estrogen being a problem on keto. You shouldn't become estrogen dominant on keto, you two men, because your testosterone is plummeting, because you don't have stored glycogen, right? Your cortisol's high, it's inverted, and these are the reasons why people gain weight. So it's either fat weight or it's water weight because your electrolytes are screwed, your kidneys don't know what to do. You're dumping and you're gaining and you're dumping and you're gaining. And when people refeed is another reason. I heard that you have to refeed because you're not supposed to do keto a long time or it's just damaging. No, doing keto the wrong way by eating nuts and cheese and drinking coffee and eating a bunch of protein and chicken breasts on keto. I don't know how many people are like, well, last night I had tuna and I had some chicken. I was like, breast. I was like, you can't adapt on those foods. All you're going to do is irritate your kidneys with lean meats. Let me see. So you guys not getting your fats up high enough to make ketones, eating too much protein, that'll spike your blood sugar, and the sleep is the biggest one. So, and a lot of you guys have gallbladder issues, so you're not even, leaky gut and gallbladder will also make it so you can't adapt, because you know what happens to all that fat that you're eating that you're trying to convert into ketone bodies? It's in the toilet. That's why your poop is floating. You should have sinkers. So your poop is floating, and is pale in color. So that's kind of tricky because it can look like, let's say, leaky gut, but it's gallbladder. So a lot of you guys are eating food too late, which is a problem. The body doesn't digest food very well once the sun goes down because our bodies are on a timer. Somebody's walking on this roof, and no one is supposed to walk on this roof. I have to go onto the roof and yell at these people sometimes. Sometimes it's homeless people up on the roof because they don't lock the door that goes to the roof. Anyway, so these are some of the reasons why people gain weight on keto. Their macros are off. They have too much stress in their life, which creates cortisol, which creates higher glucose and insulin, and estrogen dominance and progesterone plummet. And men, your testosterone is dropping, your estrogen is rising. People have an imbalance of their electrolytes, which is also stressful. So you can start gaining weight if you don't have enough potassium, magnesium, not only for the water, but for the stress of not having your minerals get into the cell. You guys staying up late? That's a big one. Bing! My food is almost ready. That's a big one, that you guys are not sleeping well. So what happens when you don't sleep well on keto is that your insulin becomes instantly resistant. That means insulin just keeps climbing, right? And it's stacking up in the bloodstream and you're storing fat. And then you're having this early morning dawns effect, right? This rebound of a high blood sugar in the morning. So there's these weird things that happen when you try to sleep, and if you don't sleep deep enough, you become insulin resistant. And when you're insulin resistant, your insulin keeps rising and then just storing everything, right? Blood sugar is high, you're hypoglycemic in the middle of the night, blood sugar is high and then it drops real low, and you just start storing. I didn't say snoring, I said storing fat. And people start developing crepey skin on the elbows, on the knees, on the neck. This is very cortisol zone right here where that neck drops. That's cortisol. So why are people not considering these plans? Like this woman's like, what was the last room? She's like, oh, I bought a meal plan on Instagram from an Instagram keto coach. I was like, she was not talking about your gallbladder reacting in the middle of the night, right? You have these organs that kick in at certain times. That's why you're not supposed to eat late. If you have a high fat diet and then your friggin' gallbladder starts to respond by releasing bile salts and it's 2 a.m., that's going to wake you up. A lot of you guys also are not getting enough of your B complex, your B1, your B6, and obviously B12, but B1, B6. This is going to help you sleep better, so you don't become insulin resistant in the middle of the night, so then you don't start just gaining weight on keto, and I mean fat weight. Yeah, thank you, Helen. She writes, Fritz, is it Fritzy or Fritz? She writes, I literally ate tons of butter and tallow and finally adapted after 1 year of strict keto, which is another thing. People are like, so how long does it take to adapt? Like a week? And I'm like, no. What, 2? I'm like, no, it can take you a year. No, shut up. No, I'm not going to shut up. A lot of you guys don't realize that just when you can take out your carbs and just drop weight because you drop your insulin at first before it rebounds. Just that, if you go from a really high carbohydrate, sugar, standard American diet and you do keto, you're not adapted. You've just dropped your carbs. And then that only lasts for so long before your hair starts falling out. Because without enough viable ketones and your adrenals always lit, you're going to start having thyroid issues or reproductive hormonal issues. Now, how you drop fat on keto is the opposite of everything I just said. You have your macros on point, correct. Like you said, you have to have enough animal fat. She said that she had, what's her name again? Helen. She said that she had upped her butter and her tallow, beef tallow, I believe. And after a year, she finally was adapted. These are people that don't give up. Like the people who take a year to adapt, they ain't playing. They're like, yo, I'm in it to win it. I'm in here for the long haul. All you people trying to lose weight for your wedding and all this kind of stuff, you're not adapted. It's not happening. You're in denial. You've watched too many other videos where people try to make it look so easy, and it's not easy. And it shouldn't be easy. It should take hard work and diligence and persistence and discipline and learning about your prior health. Knowing your health is everything, because if you're insulin resistant and you do keto, you might want to graduate into it slowly. What if you guys, how many people are like, what one woman on my course page had to go to the hospital because her potassium was so low? That means the blood potassium in her cells aren't holding it very well. She wrote, yes, honey. Yes, I have abs now, but more importantly, I'm fat adapted and not inflamed. Period is, what is it? Inflamed period is baby? Period is baby? But that's amazing. That's amazing. You already have 1,300 calories today, and I hope you have more because that's not enough. It's only 13. Let's see here. Can it clear up varicose veins? No. Sorry, guys. Like, if you're standing all the time and you have blood pooling, it might alleviate the bulge of your varicose veins, but it's not going to fix it. Keto is not the cure all to everything, but it will. There's like, if you have any type of disease, there's all these other symptoms because all of our systems are connected. Your hormones are connected to your blood sugar. Your blood sugar is connected to your blood pressure. Like, all of these things are connected. And so you might fix, let's say, 92% of something, and then something else cannot get fixed, but it can fix a lot. No cream cheese. That is garbage. That will make you sick. That's casein, and cream cheese is from sick cows. Is keto flu normal? Yes. It's the keto flu is normal for various different reasons. A lot of you guys don't have enough of your electrolytes. Your macros are wrong. You're still stressed. You didn't graduate slowly. You're not getting enough water in. 1,600. Hans, are you a guy? You're not adapted. That's just starvation on a man. Like, a 13-year-old child eats 1,600 calories. That's dangerous to do that. You're going to totally develop hypoglycemia doing that. Stephanie, I still eat a ton of fat and leaner than ever. Sleep is great. And no, I'm never giving up. Helen, you are just the bomb. Helen is just making my night. And Deborah. And Briseis. Yeah, and salted butter. They often say that the salted butter is covering up the rancidity, but I don't know if that's true. Because it's very hard for butter to go rancid. Jeffrey's like, no, so right, I will not give up. Yeah, Jeffrey, I was trying to say on the course page that your macros and your fat is way too low. And I was trying to, I think I explained that in the video that I made there. Go, Deborah. Although she spells it Debra. Just saying, okay? Because people try to spell my name with an F. I'm like, there ain't no F in my name. Okay, no, I'm kidding. 6 feet muscular, but need to lose 8, what? 8 more? Also not giving up? Yeah. Jeffrey, do you know your testosterone level? Because that's very interesting to know as well. Some people, when their reproductive hormones are out of jack, they're like, I can't lose the weight. I'm like, you're not going to unless you find out what's going on with your testosterone. Like, you're not going to get rid of that belly fat. I don't care how long you do keto if your testosterone's too low. I've not had duck meat, but I assume any type of bird, you should have the dark meat. Trying to start keto. Yay, Hans. 1962. That's awesome. You need to up the fat to 200 grams. 12 tablespoons of fat only get you at 167 grams. So you can just see right there. It's a big, high-fat diet. And I've done this for so long. Like, I've been coaching people for 8 years, and nobody's gotten heart disease. Nobody has calcium deposits in their arteries. Nobody's LDL small particles has increased. Like, no one has had that problem with me. Eating a ton of animal fat. How much weight did I originally lose? No. Y'all, I was underweight. I was 113 pounds. I was little. I actually went up in weight, like, I went up 7 pounds off my normal weight, and then I lost it. And it took me probably over a year to adapt, just because when I started, there was nobody on the internet. None of these people who were yakking. There was none. There was zero. So I was doing things wrong. I didn't have anybody to coach me. I was eating almond butter. Up the wazoo. I literally would go through jars and jars and jars of almond butter, things of coconut, cans of coconut cream. I'd also eat, what else did I eat ad nauseum? Almond butter, coconut cream. Oh, coconut butter. Yeah. a lot, and not enough animal fat. Lots of love from Wales. Awesome. 3, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. Helen was like, so was I. Would I need to get better sleep? Okay, so sleep is very interesting. I did a post. So I have a keto course page. We talked about sleep. I talked about the gallbladder. I talked about your electrolyte, potassium sodium balance will mess up your sleep cycle. So sometimes when your potassium sodium balance is off, you'll be like filled with fluid and you gotta pee. So that's another reason why people don't sleep well. Um, Obviously, the main reason is because people's blood sugar is unstable. So a lot of you guys are hypoglycemic in the middle of the night. Your blood sugar goes from high and it drops real low, and then the body's like, oh, I don't want to die. So then it pops it back up again to a safer level, and then you wake up. So that's the main reason why people don't sleep well. A lot of people have inverted cortisol, and their cortisol rises at night. I need to plug this in. Oh man. Okay, it's getting so dark. I'm just gonna let it go a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna get off the stream. People don't breathe right. Mouth taping is a really great way to sleep well. I think it's called Somnifix. It's a shape of lips with a hole in the middle. A lot of you guys like mouth breathers. Mouth breathers, their central nervous system is like, blah, 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 and then the cortisol is high, and then again, that unstable blood sugar in the middle of the night, or the insulin resistant in the middle of the night, and these people don't sleep well. A lot of you guys look at screens. You look at your iPad, tablet in bed, or read books in bed. You're not supposed to do that. This will jack up your sleep. You guys don't know how to breathe, definitely. You don't work out. A lot of you guys don't, or you work out the wrong way, or you work out too late, or you work out too hard, or you under work out. And this will jack with sleep. A lot of you guys sit at desks where your upper trunk, lumbar region is not getting enough circulation. So you get a lot of estrogen trapped in your biliary system, and your gallbladder is a real big problem, and in your liver. These are all reasons why you guys don't sleep well. You guys have anxiety, you have leaky gut, you have candida. Candida will make you like anxious, adrenal, crazy, craving sugar and all this kind of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna take your guys' questions, and then I'm gonna go before it gets too dark. Thank you, Helen. Love you too. Avocados are only good for those who don't have an avocado allergy. I will never just say eat an avocado. I will say make sure you don't have an allergenic response to it. How to fight the urge to refeed. Robert, you got to get your fats up high. You will never refeed if you're fat. Like, refeeding is a clear sign of fats and poor sleep. Remember, if you're insulin resistant in the middle of the night, your body will crave glucose because the brain is addicted to glucose, and it'll say eat carbs, eat carbs, eat carbs. But typically it's because you're eating your protein too fast and too much protein and not enough fat. I will open up my calendar. If I get off tonight, I will open up my calendar tonight, you guys, for consultations because I'm full booked. And then I've got to go and open up calendars. So Monique, be looking. What time is this? 5 something? I'll do tonight, you guys. So I will open up my calendar tonight. I should say it on my course page, because if I have to say it on my course page first, because they should really know first, but I've already said it on this stream. Oops. What is normal blood sugar level? Mine ranges between 85 and 100 fasted. So that's really bad. That's insulin resistance. Sorry, my bad. That's not insulin resistance. That's physiological insulin resistance potential. You are really, you need to be careful with that. I don't know what you're doing. So normal blood sugar for a ketotic person is 69 to 80 milligrams per deciliter. It will spike at different times. It can spike up to 86. I'm not going to freak out on that, but it really should stay between that like 69 to like 82 zone. So 85 to 100 fasted shows that your sleep's not well. That's a clear sign of hypoglycemia or a early morning dawn's effect for those numbers. Is that Nightmare 706? How often do you to eat? Kathy, I do a consultation. I'll tell you. It depends on your lifestyle. Like some people, there's a woman, she was taking, today I had a consultation with a woman who was taking care of her parents and working. She's like, when I'm working, I can't eat anything. And I said, well, then you're going to have to go put like 6 tablespoons of fat in a bone broth because you cannot miss, you cannot go all day right now when you're first doing keto and not fat load. It's impossible to create enough ketones. My glucose drops to the 50 sometimes. Is that bad? Robert, if you feel bad, yeah, it sounds like hypoglycemia. Now, some people who are so well adapted will have 50 milligrams per deciliter of blood sugar and they'll be adapted. But Robert, know what your ketones are with the 50 milligrams per deciliter? Because if you had a 0.7 ketones and 50, you are hypoglycemic, and that's not good over time. Black don't crack. Yes, it does. Talk to some people. Yes, black sometimes does crack, and black has saggy collagen. So you guys have to factor in the collagen. So yes, okay, so brown skin works as a sunscreen. So it's like I've got sunscreen all day in comparison to somebody who is Eurocentric, right? With pale or more pale skin. And I don't mean just pale, like very pale, like Eurocentric. Um, yes, it does. It helps to work as a sunscreen. But at the end of the day, it's not about the lines and how many wrinkles. It's about how much collagen you still have in your entire body. Because that's how you start getting crepey hands and knees, and the neck drops and the jowls sag. And I see a ton of black people who've got that going on. They're very heavy. If they're overweight, everything's heavy, thick, neck thick. Everything looks thick because of advanced glycation end product. Well, I'm a smoker and an ex-diabetic. Okay. I don't remember the last comment, but definitely need to stop smoking. No, don't count calories, because I always say that cookies, 500 calories from cookies and 500 calories from steak are not eaten, digested, and used the same way. Steak will make you gain weight much less than 500 calories from cookies. Is 60 grams of protein too much? For a woman, it's on the edge of being too much, unless you're a very tall, athletic woman. Lost my neck fat on keto. There you go, Robin. I probably should schedule a consultation with you. Probably, yeah. I mean, you guys, it's very hard for me to push what I do, but this is how I do pay my bills, my rent, but at least I do it, and I work my butt off in those consultations. Trust. Anyone who's ever had a consultation with me knows that Stephanie works her arse off. How do you know if your diabetes? Go get a blood glucometer, test your blood sugar. If it's over 120 milligrams per deciliter, close to 160 or 40, consistently, you're diabetic or pre-diabetic or diabetic. To schedule a consultation, go to her website, stephanieperson.com. Thank you, Deborah, for posting that. And anybody on the replay can watch stephanieperson.com. We went up to 100, then we went down. I guess people are eating dinner or something. So, guys, don't forget to like up the stream. Give Steph some love. Is estrogen therapy patch okay on keto? No, Judy. No. Fix your hormones by fixing your adrenals. Don't do a patch. That's kind of dangerous. I'm not going to lie. Synthetic estrogen is like the worst thing for like blood clots and embolisms and strokes. No. Yes, she does. Her consults is so worth it. Oh, Brisa says, yes, honey. Yes, her consultations or consults are so worth it, and then some. So she's had one with me, Brisa, and a couple people have had a consultation with me. I've just been doing this for so long. I mean, who else is talking about these subjects? Like, oh, your gallbladder is reacting at 2 a.m. Think about that when you're having your fats late at night, especially if you guys have difficulties, if you have gallbladder sludge or stones, and then you're having this reaction in the middle of the night, that could be waking you up. And, you know, the whole thing with potassium-sodium balance, that could be waking you up. Cortisol could be waking you up. Hypoglycemia could be waking you up on keto, making you gain weight and not adapt. Why is no one else talking about this? I'm just saying. You can't sleep. Well, it's time to learn how to sleep. That's a lot. Yeah, no one is talking about any of this, Kathy. And I mean, in one way, you know, then I'm an original. But in another way, my channel and everything grows more slowly because I don't go, oh my God, you can get lean and fabulous on keto like I did at 51. Yes. Follow my plan, my 90-day get fit on keto plan. I don't do that garbage. Freaking liars. Liars. Lies, yeah. Okay. Smoking affects your entire... Yeah, smoking's just horrible. I mean, he knows that, though. Or she or he. Sleep is huge. Yes, it's huge, Donna. Tell him, Donna. So Donna's another amazing person who's on my course page. Okay, guys, it is time for me to go and eat and live my life. and get healthy and strong and live a very prosperous life in this crazy world we live in. But at 51, I feel so blessed and so fortunate that I am out of the matrix. Yo, I got my toe out. I forgot to do Steph stories. You see, feel great, never hungry, been eating, was it OMAD, so many years. Normal T within, oh, your guide, normal testosterone range with consult probably. Well, I'll find out what your testosterone is. Because what's normal, you know what I mean? With my fine self, thank you. Maybe we're going to end with a Steph story. It's been a while since I've done a Steph story. I can't think of one right now. Well, I can, but it'll take me a long time. So thank you so much, you guys. I'm nowhere close to the fires. Some people are like texting me, "Oh, are you okay?" I was like, no. I live in the concrete area where it's harder the fires they burn out by the time they get to where I live in Los Angeles. So I am nowhere close to any of those fires. For any of those people who have been DMing me and concerned about my health, I am obviously good to go. Now the other day I did walk out of the gym. I was like, this guy's black and it smells like smoke, like carcinogenic. That was just for one day. Went to Whole Foods and bought cow tongue, chicken heart, chicken thighs, chicken liver. Alex and Stephanie, you crushed it. Everybody should listen to you. If people don't understand, like cow tongue is really great to make hamburgers out of, like ground cow tongue. It's like an amazing texture. Beef heart is like steak, and I love meat liver. So I don't know what people are tripping on. People are like, "What's the best meat?" I was like, "Beef liver, chicken liver." That's the best. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I hope I explained the fat gain and fat loss. And before it gets too late, I better go. So thank you for joining my chat. Thank you, Deborah, for always moderating for me. We have staff from the Midwest left today to help fight the fires out there. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty hardcore. It's scary. I mean, when I go on the news, I'm like, oh, it's hard. It's hard for me to see it. You know, it makes me appreciate the life that we live now because global warming, like, it's getting hotter, you guys. We're having more fires. When I lived in Sweden, it snowed every year. Like, the snow when I was living there would, like, hit the ground and, like, turn into water. If it ever would really snow, it would be like, whoa, you know, in the whole almost 11 years I lived in Sweden, it didn't snow very much. My mom's like, it snowed all the time when I was a kid, when she was growing up. You can't wait for your consultation. Yeah! Awesome. Okay, I better get off so I can open up the calendar. Because sometimes I get so tired, I eat food, and then I don't even touch my calendar to open it up. So I better get going. Just want to say thank you guys for being so loyal. For those who haven't liked up the stream, like up the stream. I have a humble channel, as you guys know. It could be bigger. You'll love it. Yeah. But the more you guys like the stream, the more traffic I get, and it helps the YouTube algorithm. So 2019, I'm going to be promoting more. I think this whole doing videos by my phone and everything's like cassette tape, what is it, quality probably needs to change. I'm not going to lie. If I want to help more people in this world learn how to do this the right way. You didn't miss it. You're here for me to say hello. Out loud XW. Come on now, you didn't miss it. Plus, you can always watch the replay, you know. Yes, my book, people are like, tell me when your book's out. No, you'll know. When I announce it, I will announce it like cray-cray. I'll let you guys know. I had to put that stuff on hold for a minute. I had a couple things in life to deal with, and now it's all fixed. It's all fabulous. 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 Life is amazing. And I'll tell you guys more soon. But it's almost done. Yes. I had to change a lot of stuff in that book as well. Like, I have a lot of recipes, and I've got to put disclaimers on all of them. None of my recipes are safe for anyone because there's too many weird ingredients for people who've got histamine issues. now that the carnivore diet's become more popular, I've learned a lot more about anti-nutrients in plants, and I want to talk about that in my book. So I'm glad that it didn't come out yet, so you guys can get the truth and not a bunch of lies, lies, lies. Like Thompson twins said, lies, lies, lies. Yeah, yeah. You cannot wait to see the book. Me too. Right, guys. So have a great night, and I'm out until next time. Be good. Be careful what you see on the internet. Don't believe everything I say. Do your own research. Know your existing health. Probably get an insulin A1C. Get a glucometer. Don't use a urine strip, pee strip. Nope. Get some sleep. Use some Sominex. Use magnesium glycinate at night. Diaphragmatic breathe. Don't work out at night or late. Get some blue blockers and you should be straight. Make sure your fat's over 200 and don't use coconut oil or MCT oil to adapt. Peace. Yeah, that's what's up. Bye, guys.